Excellent. Different places. What is your qualification? Kalpana from Maharashtra. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and also responding to the chats. That really helps me and ensures that I'm not just talking to my screen, right? It helps me to interact with you in a much better way. So keep interacting, and in case you want to uh, just talk to me, just raise your virtual hand on Zoom, and then I'll unmute you and we can talk together, we can discuss. Interaction is always better because it helps us to communicate in a very shorter duration of time in a much better way. So perfect. Time is 2 o'clock, and we are here to understand the different upcoming opportunities when it comes to pharmacy, right? So whether you are a student or you have already qualified B Pharm, D Pharm, Pharm D, or M Pharm, there are a lot of opportunities available for us. The only thing is we need to understand what are those opportunities and what we need to take care. How do we get to those opportunities, right? So in this today's session, I'll talk about those opportunities and also help you understand what you can do to get to those opportunities, right? Clear? Perfect. So how many of you are interacting with me for the first time? If you are interacting or joining in for the first time, just let me know so that I can talk a little bit about me. Type FT in the chat box so that I know if you are interacting for the first time with me. And I'll talk a little bit about me. FT in the chat box. Okay. So if I see a lot of FTs, I'll talk about myself. And if I don't see a lot of FTs, then I'll move ahead with the presentation. So I see many of you are joining in for the first time and interacting for the first time. So I'll talk a little bit about me. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Anish, Devraj, Rishikesh, Gaurav, Kalpana, Arshad, all of you. Thank you so much for saying FT. Okay. So a little bit about me before I actually begin. So I have done my B Pharm and M Pharm from Government College of Pharmacy here in Bangalore. And soon after my M Pharm, I got into medical writing. I worked for almost 15 years now in medical writing. And apart from medical writing, I also got interested into IT side of digitalization side of writing. And that is when I spent a lot of time in providing IT solutions. So right now, what I do basically is I write content. I am a medical writer, and also I help pharmaceuticals and healthcare professionals, adopt to technologies. The hospitals, pharmaceutical industries, they are all my clients. I work with them and help them go digital. Okay, so I'm also a mentor and a coach and a resource person. There is a program that we do in Karnataka. It's called as Pharmadisha. So we help pharmacy and first year students to know more about pharmacy as a career. What are the different things they're expected to do in MPharm? Do we do orientation program for them? I'm a technical advisor with some of pharmacy councils in India. I'm also in the editorial board of Drug Information Center newsletter from Karnataka State Pharmacy Council. So that goes every 3 months for public. Okay, so this is all about me, and I do a lot of sessions for pharmacy students on a regular basis. So every Saturday, just like this session, I do a live webinar. Not all the webinars are directly from me. So I get a lot of industry experts. They talk about various opportunities in the pharmaceutical industry for pharmacy students. So you learn directly from the experts from the industry. That is the whole objective. And I have been doing these webinars for more than 1.5 years now. And all the recordings of these webinars are available on the YouTube channel of mine. Okay, I also talk about digital footprint. So digital is not avoidable. We cannot avoid digital. We have to be present in the digital world. And we should understand how to use this digital platform, right? Unless we understand, unless we know these platforms, it won't be possible for us to use them effectively. So I train pharmacy students and professionals and companies to plan their digital footprint online and how what effectively can be done online, right? So that's the second thing I do. I also help pharmacy professionals to use platforms like LinkedIn. I do a training program. If you want to watch my past training videos, you can watch them on YouTube channel. It's important because LinkedIn is a professional platform, and it helps us to grow faster. How many of you are on LinkedIn? Type LN in the chat box so that I know you are already using LinkedIn. Type LN in the chat box so I know that, okay, you are already using LinkedIn as a platform. Okay, Rishikesh, Saurav, Kalpana, all of you are using LinkedIn. That's good. Mudassir, Abhijit, Devraj, Anish, all of you are using. All of you are on LinkedIn. That's great to know. But do you actually know how to use LinkedIn is important, right? So being present, just having an account is not sufficient today. You have to be doing a lot of things on LinkedIn, a lot of activities, a lot of posts you need to do, a lot of interactions you need to do on LinkedIn. That is important. And if you are just present on LinkedIn, you have created a profile on LinkedIn and not actually leveraging that platform, then it is not a good thing about it, right? So know more about that, and there are a lot of videos I have done. You can watch them, and if you want help, you can also interact with me further, and then we can do it one-on-one, right? I do a lot of medical writing webinars. I train medical writing professionals. I talk about how to use softwares in medical writing, what are the different tools they can use in medical writing. So that is something I do. Just before this session, I had a training program. We are interacting about 15 medical writers. Okay, so last one is one-to-one sessions I do with medical writers, and not just medical writers, also pharmacy students, faculty members, because pharmacy, professionals, they're very introvert. They do not want to interact in public. They just want somebody to talk to them and then help them out. So that's the reason I'm doing these one-to-one sessions. I interact with one-on-one with you and help you with specific problems that you are facing with respect to the profession. Help you out to go to the next level. So these are the 5 different things I do as a person. As a pharmacist, I'm a proud pharmacist, and I'm very active on LinkedIn and other social media platforms. So you can find me, you can Google me out and connect with me if you're not connected with me already. So these are the things I do, and let's go to the topic today. Okay, so what I'll be discussing today are these points. First thing is I'll talk about why pharmacy is so important, and there are some points that we should understand when we get into pharmacy. Most of us are in pharmacy by chance and not by choice. I'm sure you agree with me. Type AG if you agree with me, and I know that it is for sure most of us are by chance and not by choice, right? Only few of us get into pharmacy by choice, and we should, whether we are getting into pharmacy by choice or by chance, we should understand few points, and I'll talk about those few points in my slides. And I'll talk about 4 reasons why we are struggling as pharmacists, and why, though we have a lot of opportunities, but still we struggle to get those opportunities. I'll talk about those 4 different reasons, and these reasons are based on my experience. Okay. So how many of you have got into pharmacy by choice, and how many of you have got into pharmacy by chance? So you can put chance or choice in the chat box so that I know majority of us whether we have gotten as a choice or as a chance. Use the chat box effectively. As much as you interact with me, it will help me to understand you and also help you dive deeper into these topics. So whether you have got into a pharmacy by chance or choice, let me know. So just waiting, we'll give few seconds to you so that you can type those options in the chat box. Yeah, choice, chance, chance. Okay, chance. See, a lot of chances here, right? So a lot of us get into pharmacy by chance. See, Rishikesh, Anish, Gaurav, Saurav, Mudashir, all of you have Peksha, Kalpana, all of you have got by chance, and only one of you have got by choice. 2 of you have got by choice, basically. So that is what more than 90% of pharmacy students get into pharmacy by chance and not by choice, right? So it is important because it's a completely new field. If you are getting into pharmacy by choice, then probably you'll not be struggling so much. But if you get into chance, pharmacy by chance, and if you do not understand the basics, then it becomes a problem. It's that is when we struggle, right? So I'll try to decode that pointers for you and help you understand why you are struggling. Then I'll get into career opportunities for pharmacy students. What are the current opportunities? What are the upcoming opportunities? And then I'll also talk about what we need to do as pharmacy professionals to tap those opportunities, right? Then I'll talk about 4 or 5 job search tools and how to use them effectively. And of course, there are 4 steps to success, when it comes to using for any job search strategy. So I'll talk about those 4 steps, and then we'll end up with Q&A. So if you have any questions, you make a note of the questions, and then you can ask me once I complete my presentation. You can also raise your virtual hand on Zoom, and I'll unmute you, and then we can talk. Okay, so clear? Type CLR if that is clear, and we are through. Perfect. So let's understand these important points, why it is important for us to understand these points, right? So how many of you know that pharmacy has huge amount of opportunities? Type me in the chat box if you know that there are huge amount of opportunities exist for pharmacy professionals. Type me if you know that there are so many opportunities that exist, but we are not able to tap them, right? There are huge amount of opportunities. As a person, I have spent about 15 plus years in the corporate world, and I'm connected with thousands of pharmacy professionals, not just in India but across the globe. And with my experience, I can say that there is a huge demand for pharmacy professionals in the industry, but then the industry is struggling to get the right skillful professionals. Okay, so there are opportunities, but all we need to know is how to get those opportunities, right? More than 4 lakh pharmacists graduate every year from 3,850 plus colleges in India right now. This is the scenario for only graduate students. Of course, there are PharmDs, there are MPharms, who are also coming out every year from pharmacy colleges, right? And their pharmaceutical industry and healthcare industry is a recession-proof industry. We saw during the COVID times that all the other industries were struggling, but only industry with low impact of recession was pharma and healthcare. Okay, the least affected with COVID or any kind of recession. So it is naturally a recession proof, and it is always there to grow in future also, right? So these are the important points we should always remember before even thinking of the kind of opportunities that exist. Now let's understand what are the 4 reasons why we are struggling. Okay, obviously when we are struggling, there are some kind of reasons that are associated with it, right? So the first and foremost reason why we as students or pharmacy professionals struggle is because of this point. Employability is less than 45%. So every 100 students who come out of college, only 45%, 45 of them are actually less than 45 of them are actually employable in the industry. What does it mean? They lack the basic skills, they lack the basic knowledge, and they do not have the right skill to get into the opportunities that are available, right? So it is not the lack of opportunities, it is actually the lack of awareness, right? So when we are in the college, we should be knowing that this is the kind of opportunities that exist in the industry, and these are the skills that are needed, and we have to start working on those skills. So this is a paper, cutting a paper screenshot. It was published on December 21st, 2021, and they did a survey, and they found that less than 45% of B.Pharm students who come out of the college actually have the skills that are needed by the industry. Okay, so that means they do not have the subject knowledge, they do not have the basic skills which are needed by the industry, and somehow there is a curriculum gap also the current curriculum also has to blame for that, but I'm not going to talk anything about that. It is I personally feel that it is our personal responsibility whether the college or the curriculum provides those facilities to us or not. It is our personal responsibility because it is our life ultimately which is going to be affected, right? So we have to put that extra effort, get those skills that are needed by the industry, and then finally come out of the college with both percentage and the skills combined, right? So this is an important point, and I think we should always think about it whenever we blame anybody for our situation, right? So employability is important factor, and one objective why I do all these webinars is because of this, right? First thing is I try to create awareness about different kind of opportunities that are present in the industry, and with these webinars I also create awareness as to what the industry expects from our candidates and the students. All these webinars, if you have watched some of the webinars on my YouTube channel, you will see that these webinars are about 1.5 hours long. And the speakers from these webinars, they talk in length, in detail about the different opportunities exist and what are the skills that are needed from these candidates, and what the candidates or the pharmacists should do to get those skills, and how can they actually get into the opportunities. Okay, perfect. So moving on, this is the first point, and we should always remember this, and before we blame anyone, right? Next one is identity crisis. We do not know how to present ourselves to the world. If you go and search D Pharm, B Pharm, or M Pharm, you'll get so many variations of the degrees on Google or all the platforms that are available, right? So we are struggling with identity crisis. We do not know how to represent ourselves, and when we talk about this, there are so many people who will say, okay, why is this needed, right? You go and see the same thing in medical, nursing, and other departments, in other areas. You will not find this kind of crisis which people are struggling with. But here in pharmacy, somehow we have not been able to do this from the beginning, and that is where the struggle has started to come in. And that is the reason, one reason why we are actually struggling a lot. So let's represent ourselves clearly and cautiously. Whenever we write our degrees, let's write them correctly and everywhere, whether it is a paper or an online digital tool or even WhatsApp for that matter. Let's write them correctly so that people know that, yes, this is how the degrees are represented and this is what the person is all about, right? So that was the second reason why we were struggling, and we do not do any kind of homework. So we want to get into a fancy job which is available, but we do not want to do our own research. We do not want to understand whether we have the right skills or not, whether the company that we are trying to get in will be hiring me based on my skills or not. We do not want to do a research on the company. We do not want to do anything. All we want to do is just take some resume, just copy the contents of the resume, forward to the friend, and expect that, okay, the company will hire. So we are not, essentially, I've seen this with many students, not just a student, even the working professionals for that matter. They do not want to spend time on themselves. So unless we work on ourselves, we do a basic homework on our own skills and upskill ourselves, it will not happen, right? So homework is very important. Whatever we do, if you want to go and buy a phone, you will spend probably a week or 10 days or maybe months to do a research about the phone, take all the reviews, learn about it, and then talk to few friends, not few, many friends, and maybe you go to the different outlets and see the different phones that are available. But when it comes to the job, the same kind of research you do not want to do. We do not want to do the same kind of research, right? We always feel that, okay, now I have done the degree, my job is done, and now I'm the most eligible person to get a job, but the industry is not offering me anything. That's how we blame everyone, and then it's not the right way to do, right? We do not want to skill. Upskilling is needed. During the COVID, we have seen that more than 80 million people lost their jobs worldwide, right? They lost the jobs because they were not they did not transition quickly to the digital world. They were not able to upskill themselves to the latest requirements when it came to the digital world. So that is important. We have to quickly upskill based on the current requirement. And if we do not upskill, if we do not learn the new skills, then it will be very difficult for us to get into any kind of opportunities that they exist. Today, the industry is very dynamic. It is changing very fast. There are a lot of new requirements which are coming, and there are huge amount of expectations from the candidates. Earlier, the industries used to give time to the candidates. They used to train them. They used to have a lot of training programs. But right now, it is expected that the candidates do all of that homework before they even actually plan to get into the companies. So it is our responsibility to understand these 4 points very closely and start working on ourselves. We're not here to compare with anyone. Let's not compare, because somebody else is working in pharmacovigilance and doing great, I'll also do great in pharmacovigilance. That is not how the world works. So let's start working on these important points individually, one-to-one, on our own self, and I'm sure it will make a huge difference on our life. So those were the 4 important points That is the reason, and I'm sure all of you will be agreeing to these points. Do you have any suggestions? Do you think anything else should be added? Then please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to add those points and share back with other pharmacy students. So those were 4 points. What do you think about those points? Let's just wait for a few seconds. What do you think about those 4 points? Do you think the points that I showed just now or discussed just now were valid? Yes, no? What kind of experience you have come across based on those points? Yeah, Saurav says valid. Yes. What about others? Offering yes. Okay. Alicia says yes. So it is important. So whenever you interact with any pharmacist or any student from anywhere, you always think about those 4 points before putting any of your comments, right? It's important for us to understand where we stand. It's very, very important. So thank you everyone for responding, and then moving on, right? Let's move on. So what are the different career opportunities for pharmacy professionals? First thing is higher education, right? So if you are doing D Pharm, you can do B Pharm, you can do Pharm D, you can do M Pharm, you can do PhD, you can do postdoc. There is no end to the higher education. You can continue doing higher education forever. Okay. So I have, I completed 15 years in medical writing, but there are still few of my batchmates who are still doing their research. They're still continuing to educate themselves, earn higher degrees. Okay. Some of them have done double postdocs, and they're still continuing to do degrees, continuously add their degrees to their profiles. It is a continuous process. It is totally up to you. There is no one to judge you here. If you are in research, if you want to get more and more knowledge, at the same time you want to earn, it is possible. You can continue doing your higher education and do that, right? The second one is teaching. That is the easy option for many of us. Just complete whatever degrees we are, and then get into the same college or different college and start teaching students. But my suggestion is, do not get into teaching just because you want to get into teaching. You should get into teaching only if you feel that you can be a great teacher or a good teacher, right? Great is big word. I should not be saying that word, but do become a teacher only if you feel that you'll be able to give 100% to the students, and give 100% with a lot of innovation and outputs, right? Do not just expect that, okay, there are some notes which are available, there are some easy ways to teach the students, and that's the reason I'm getting into teaching. If you have that thought, then please do not get into teaching. When a lot of us are spoiling the future of students because of this. Okay, so be a good teacher, be a great teacher, and even after B Pharm, you can teach D Pharm students. After doing Pharm D, you can teach B Pharm and M Pharm students. If you have done M Pharm, you can teach B Pharm, D Pharm, and Pharm D students. If you have done PhD, you can teach all of them, right? So teaching is a wonderful profession, and though I'm not a teacher, I do this out of passion. Teaching is something I really admire, and I admire all the teachers who have helped me to grow and become part-time teacher or passionate teacher, whatever. So teaching is a wonderful profession, and choose if you are really wanting to make a difference there. A lot of research institutions hire pharmacy students, so huge amount of research opportunities exist, right from the preclinical, clinical, post marketing. There are research happening at every stage of the product, right? At every stage of the disease, at every stage of the product, there is a research happening, and the pharmacy professionals are here to play a great role in this entire chain of research. Only thing is, are we actually qualified? Are we actually able to add value to the research? If you have the research intuition, if you are actually interested in research, then only you should get into research. If not, then please do not get into research. Okay. So next one is pharmaceutical industry. There are huge amount of opportunities. Again, more than 70 to 80 different kind of career opportunities are available in almost all the departments of pharmaceutical industry, right from the warehouse to the production to the QC, QA, regulatory, okay, medical affairs, everywhere, marketing. All these different kind of divisions of pharmaceutical industry has numerous job opportunities to offer to us. The only thing is, which one we are choosing based on our skills and caliber is very, very important. So we'll talk about that, and there are a lot of videos which are available on my YouTube channel, so you can watch them. There are detailed videos on each of them. You can watch them. Government sector, of course, we do not expect the government to give a lot of jobs, but then yes, there are a good amount of opportunities in government sector also. Now Niti Aayog has started coming into picture. They have started framing a lot of guidelines. There are a lot of opportunities which are existing, so I'll be doing a one specific session on this part. So there are opportunities here. There is opportunities in the army. If you are specifically qualifying a DPharm from the army school, which is based out in Pune, then you can directly be absorbed in the army, right? So there are opportunities in the government sector, in the army. We can plan there. If you're starting off your career, then definitely that is something that can be done. Entrepreneurship is actually taken great leap, specifically during this COVID times. A lot of pharmacists, they have become entrepreneurs, and they're leading the world with great examples. Okay, a lot of them, we did a lot of webinars on these topics. There are a lot of pharmacists who are entrepreneurs now, and they are making such a huge difference. You can be an entrepreneur just by opening a retail shop, just by opening a community pharmacy, just by opening a counseling center, just by creating your own manufacturing unit, or just by becoming a consultant. There are a lot of opportunities in the entrepreneurship. So plan your path, think about what is your strength, and based on that, you can define. And now there are a lot of upcoming opportunities. So let's see one by one all of these. These are the new opportunities which, last few years they have started, and they're actually giving a great mileage to the pharmacy students. So one is, data science, which has really picked up during the COVID times, and I have posted a lot of information on this. There are a lot of degrees which are available, which even pharmacy students can do. Both freshers and experienced can do, and they can enter into data sciences, right? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, all of this, they're offering a lot of opportunities. There are some posts I have done. Go back to those posts, please, and then watch them and then learn about it. There is one course which is offered by Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Any pharmacist can do this course. It is completely online course, and you get a degree from IIT Madras. If you do this course, you can be eligible to get into data sciences by doing that course. It is not very expensive course, unlike the other courses which are offered by different universities. The one which is offered by IIT Madras is very cost effective option you can think of if you are really interested into data science. Next one is e-commerce. E-pharmacy is bound to stay, whether we like it or not. There is a lot of protest which has happened with e-pharmacy companies, but then government is definitely supporting e-pharmacy as a business, so it will continue to stay, and there will be a lot of opportunities which will continue to happen. In Bangalore and Mysore alone, recently they had more than 400 plus DPharm and BPharm students, freshers, completely freshers for their retail pharmacy e-commerce business. So similarly, there are a lot of opportunities in the back end also. So they need somebody who can read the prescriptions. They need somebody who can advise based on the prescription. They need somebody who can write content for the e-pharmacy websites. So there are opportunities for M-Pharm, B-Pharm, PharmD, and DPharm. All of them have got an opportunity and role to play in e-commerce and e-pharmacy business. So if you are not aware, you can think about this and also plan a wonderful career opportunity. Digital marketing is something which has really come up well, and a lot of pharmacists are doing great in digital marketing. So my own friend Melita, she is the head of one of the units in digital marketing. She's hiring now, right now. So if you are interested in digital marketing, just let me know, and then we can discuss, and we'll see if you are eligible to get into that position, right? They also provide you the basic training, and you can work from anywhere across the globe, so no problem. So you can think about a career in digital marketing as well. A lot of IT technology companies, medical technology companies, health technology companies, they're coming with a lot of apps, a lot of medical devices. So they need somebody from pharmacy to guide them and help them establish that app to the larger audience. So if you are really qualified, if you have the real knowledge, if you have really studied pharmacy during your graduation or masters, you can play a great role here. There are few pharmacy professionals who are actually making a difference in this. There were two videos that are there on my YouTube channel. You can watch them later on at your convenience and learn more about what happens in entrepreneurship and medical technology and devices industry, right? Medical devices, yes, again, a lot of pharmacists are working in this area. In not just as marketing, but also in the material vigilance part of it, right? So medical devices has a vigilance, pharmacovigilance, which is called as material vigilance. And many pharmacy students, M-Pharms, B-Pharms, and PharmDs are working in this medical devices, and they're making a huge impact in the patient's life, right? Insurance, we never heard of it, but then yes, insurance has a huge requirement of pharmacy students, because these claims that the patients submit, the hospitals they submit for releasing the insurance amount, they want somebody to identify the medicines and how it was they were effectively used by the patients or not. So they need somebody from pharmacy background to understand the usage pattern and help the insurance companies. So you have an opportunity in the insurance industry as well. Consulting firms, there are a lot of companies who want to hire you as a consultant for working on a project to project basis. So there are a lot of them which are available. You can think about, if you have a good experience in the domain, you can plan into getting into a consulting firm. Jim, yes, you can be a nutritional expert, you can be a pharmacotherapist in a gym, and you can guide those people to use the medicines, nutritional supplements, and health supplements effectively. There are few pharmacists who are actually right now working on this. There is one who has opened a gym. There is one who has become a nutritional expert. He's helping people lose weight, gain weight, and different things. You can be in gym also, right? Pharmacovigilance, we all know, it's both for medicines, it's called pharmacovigilance, and for devices, medical devices, it is called as materiovigilance, right? So there are huge opportunities which exist. If you see this chart, in pharmacovigilance alone, there are so many different type of opportunities which are available. So we did a full session on this. It's about 2 hours session. My good friend Dharmpal, he's the head of a pharmacovigilance unit and medical writing unit. He was a speaker on this. So you can watch that video and learn more about what kind of skills you need and what different things can be your career path in pharmacovigilance, right? Medical writing, I'm a big fan of medical writing. I have been into medical writing for more than 15 years now. I have done more than 13 videos specifically on medical writing and medical communications. It is available on YouTube. All of that is available on YouTube. Watch them at your own convenience. Learn about them. Explore this wonderful field, because this is the upcoming field. And if you really like reading, writing, and explaining things to people, then medical writing is something you can definitely be interested to get in, right? So I see a lot of people who are and specifically ladies who want to work from home, or they're on career break, they want to try medical writing. So my suggestion is to go watch these videos, understand whether this field is a good field for you, and then reconnect with me. And there are a lot of other medical writers, and they'll definitely help you out to kickstart your career in medical writing. Okay, so medical writing is the next one. And you can be a freelancer. So if you have a specific skill, you can freelance with companies, you can freelance as a consultant, you can freelance as a digital marketer, you can freelance as a medical writer, you can freelance with anybody. And today the world is one, thanks to this technology, you can be in India and you can be working for a client in Australia or the UK or the US, and you can be earning in dollars. So freelancing is a huge opportunity, and we did a specific session on medical scribing. Watch out that, you'll learn a lot about that. And there are so many other opportunities, right? So these are all the upcoming opportunities, and I'll keep adding to the list. And if you feel that I missed out certain things, then please let me know, and I'll definitely add to the slide, so that it helps other students next time, right? So it's a continuous learning, and we keep learning with new, as and when there are new things which are added, we'll keep adding, we'll keep learning. There are few more new upcoming opportunities that I came to know just last 2-3 days back. I have not understood them thoroughly, so I have not added in the slides, but definitely next version of my presentation will have those those new opportunities as well. And I'm also, inviting a couple of speakers who are experts in those opportunities to come and talk to us and explain these newer opportunities that exist for us, our pharmacy professionals. Okay, so did you find this presentation interesting? Did you find anything new? Was it worth? There are of course a few more slides I'll talk about, but so far, how was the pace? Was it good? You found something interesting? Type that in the chat box and let me understand whether it was coming to your expectations or not. Okay, so unless I'm able to justify your presence here and help you understand these newer opportunities, the whole point of you coming here will not help, right? So let me know if the presentation so far was useful to you. It was able to give some kind of idea to the global opportunities that exist, and I'm sure it will help us in a unless we are aware, definitely we'll not be able to do great, right? So we should, awareness is the first thing. My objective is to create awareness. Okay, if you are aware, then rest of the things becomes easier, right? So that's all my objective is, and thank you so much for responding, Apeksha, Devraj, Anisha, Gaurav. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. And moving on, I'll continue with the presentation. Thank you so much for all the responses. So those were the upcoming opportunities. I'll keep adding more to this, and in my upcoming slides, in my upcoming sessions, I'll definitely try to help you out with the newer opportunities on one more round. Okay. So now let's start with the job search tool. So I talked about the 4 mistakes we do when it comes to these opportunities. One of the biggest mistake is you reach out to the unknown person and ask him for a help, right? That's the biggest mistake our pharmacy students do. So my suggestion is always to first connect with your college alumni, and that is when they can help you to build that relationship and also refer you. First point of contact should always be the college alumni. Okay, reach out to your college, reach out to your college alumni. LinkedIn is a great platform to connect with your college alumni. Just by searching the college name, you'll get all the alumni who completed studies from that college. Connect with them first, reach out to them first, because there is always some kind of emotional attachment with the college, right? So when I did my graduation and masters from government college, and still today, even after so many years, still today, we always have a preference for our own students. So not just me, all my seniors and the batchmates and the juniors, every one of us, we want to first prefer our own students, right? Our own college students, whether we are connected with them or not. When we get a resume from our own college, that gives us a lot of emotional attachment, right? So we always want to refer them first. If we do not get students from our own college, then that is when we refer other students. But then college alumni should always be your first point of focus. So if you're reaching out for a new opportunity, if you're searching for a job, first point of contact should always be the college alumni. Okay, once you are done that, go to LinkedIn and start networking with people. The more you connect to the relevant people of your dream job, the kind of better networking it creates, right? So LinkedIn is a wonderful platform, and yesterday, I think the day before yesterday, I did this search on LinkedIn. So opportunities for pharmacy students in India right now, it was showing 1,781 different types of opportunities for freshers and for experienced. You can set an alert on LinkedIn so that a new opportunity comes in that particular keyword, you'll get a notification. So LinkedIn is a great platform. Please start using effectively. If you're not using it, start using it effectively, and I'm sure it will give you a lot of value addition. Google is a great platform again, and Google, there is one site called jobs.google.com. So you can create an alert there, and you can get all the different opportunities that are existing for your profile, directly to your email box. And you can apply directly from Google also. So just bookmark this. Maybe you can take a screenshot. Jobs.google.com. You can just bookmark that and start applying directly through Google. And Google compiles all the opportunities different websites post. So it is a one-stop solution for you, right? Google can be the second one. Next one is Indeed. It's a wonderful site. and some of the opportunities which are not posted anywhere are sometimes available on Indeed. So it is good to have a profile on Indeed, and then keep applying for different opportunities. But then first upskill yourself. See that you have the relevant skill and then apply. If you feel that you do not have the relevant skill, then wait for some time, upskill yourself, take some time, learn the new skill, and then only apply. Because simply applying and then failing in the resume interview and not able to answer in the interview is not a good idea, right? So keep updating yourself and then keep applying. Naukri is a wonderful platform again, and right now Naukri has given an option to search for all the work from home opportunities, right? So yesterday when I was searching pharmacy jobs, it showed me more than 1 lakh job opportunities available for pharmacists, and in that more than 700 jobs for work from home option, right? So there are opportunities. The only thing is you have to tailor, you have to modify, update your resume based on that requirement, and then apply. Do not use the same resume to apply. I have done a full-fledged session on this. Watch that video. It tells you how to create a great resume. Update your profile and then keep updating the profile based on the job that you are applying. Don't use the same resume for applying to different jobs. Okay, that is Naukri. And next one is Monster. Monster is also a good site, though it does not list a lot of job opportunities. But then there is one option called as work from home, and the second one option is called as career tips. So you can go to these websites to learn more about the different career opportunities, the tips that you should take for your resume, and this will definitely help you out. So Monster is another site that can help you. Okay, so these are different sites that will help you out. And now let's get into how to, that there are opportunities there, that there are sites. Now how do you win that job search game, right? So there are 4 steps. Of course, I did a full-fledged video on this, so you can watch that video if you want. I have phase by phase I have explained all the 4 steps, but I'll just summarize those steps here for you, just for your understanding. The first step is, of course, to know yourself. What is your skill and what is your knowledge? When you are doing B Pharm, M Pharm, PharmD, or even PhD, the same batchmates that I have, my skills may be different than my other classmates, right? Batchmates. It is always different. It is not the same. So you cannot say that, okay, because Apeksha has applied in pharmacovigilance and she is doing great, I should also get into pharmacovigilance. It is not the case. So never do that, because these opportunities always define your skills and knowledge. So based on your skills and knowledge only, you should try for a particular uh, job opportunity. And if you want to know more, please do watch that video that I told you. Identify the opportunities. Once you have known that, okay, these are the skills I have. Like, for example, if I have to give my example, then I do, my skills are, I can sit in front of computer for 4 hours. I can do research on any topic endlessly without getting tired. And those are the skills, I can read any paper, from any scientific journal, and I can summarize any paper from any scientific journal. So those are the skills a medical writer should have, right? So I know that, okay, I have these skills, and that's the reason I got into medical writing as a profession. Of course, that was not by choice, it was by chance, but then I have converted that chance to be a successful writer in that domain. Okay, so you have to identify your skills first, then you have to identify the different opportunities that exist. Now, when it comes to different opportunities and doing your homework, it is not just the job description, it is also the company's profile, what kind of offerings they have, what kind of employees they have, what they're doing. And all this research, you can do directly on LinkedIn. You can connect to the existing employees, talk to them, and I'm sure no employees will hate to discuss these points with you. If a company is good, naturally they'll try to get help you to get into the company. If the company is not good, they'll say, okay, don't come into the company, this is not a great company. I have seen this personally many a times. When we interact with people, they say straight away, they have told me that, okay, this is not a good company, do not refer anyone in this company, do not apply in this company. They've straight away told. And they've straight away told that I'm also struggling to get a job from this company to another company. And there are a lot of companies where employees will say, this is a great company to work, and if anyone is interested, just let me know, I'll help them out to get into this company. So both kind of employees you'll find, both kind of companies you'll get. But the only thing is whether you are doing that kind of research or not is very, very important. So please do your research. understand the company, the job profile and everything, and then only apply. And based on your research, now you know that your skills, your knowledge, you also know that these are the opportunities which are available. These are the companies which are hiring you. There will be some skills which you don't have, right? So communication skill, for example, that is the most important skill that is needed today, but many of us don't have. Many of us don't even think about it. Many of us don't even work on it, right? So if you realize that, okay, these are the skills you are lacking, then start developing the skills. Start working on yourself. You're not comparing anyone with anyone, just yourself, and then start working on those skills, right? Skill updation is very, very important. If you're lacking certain skills today, you have to start working on those skills today itself. You cannot wait for that all the planets to align, all that muhurta to happen, and then only you should start working, right? Start working right now, because this is the best time where you can improve on your skills. So once you have developed the skills, then take initiatives. What is taking initiative? Applying to the job, following up with the employer, giving interview, reworking. So many a times you will fail in the interview, many a times you'll get a negative feedback in the interview, many a times you'll not even get any feedback in the interview. Whatever updates you are getting, based on that you have to keep working. Take initiatives, because knowing and not doing is equal to not knowing. So if you know that you're not doing anything, then it is as good as not knowing, right? So keep taking initiatives, because it is your life. And if you do not take initiatives, then no one is here to help you out. You cannot just say that, okay, I have sent my resume to Manoj and just forget it because Manoj will help me getting a job. It is not possible, because on a daily basis, I'll get at least 5 to 6 resumes. And it is impossible, because 90% of the time, all these people are not known to me. But still, I try to, give them some solution, but it is not possible. Now, imagine I'm just an individual person. If you follow the same thing with a company gets hundreds of resume on a daily basis. The HRs are bombarded with so many resumes. They do not get time to even review the resume. HR gets hardly 8 to 9 seconds to spend on one resume. And imagine 8 to 9 seconds is nothing. You can't even tell anything about that candidate in 8 to 9 seconds. He'll just see a resume just like this and just keep, throwing away, right? So getting that attention span of that HR for that 8 seconds is very, very important, very, very crucial for all of us. And it will happen only if we do our homework properly. Okay. So these were the four different steps. Of course, you can watch that full video to understand each of the steps clearly and properly. But these are essentially the 4 steps. Okay. And now, there are so many opportunities. If you see how to make a resume, for example, opportunities in medical writing, opportunities in medical scribing, community pharmacy, RMP, LinkedIn, Niper, brand management, 45 plus different opportunities are available. So all of that videos are there on my YouTube channel. Watch them at your own convenience. Make notes when you are watching them. Make notes specific to your career path, specific to your skills only. Do not make note of everything just because you are submitting to somebody. You have to make notes so that it connects to your own self, and you are able to be able to decide on something, right? So learn about those opportunities and see which opportunity you really excites you. Only if you are aware of the different opportunities that exist, and only if you are excited about certain job profile, then only you should apply for that job. And this initiative that I started 1.5 to 2 years back is only to create this awareness to all of you, so that it helps you to understand the different opportunities that exist. And also based on that opportunities, you can take necessary action, necessary steps to conquer those opportunities. Okay. So that was all about the different opportunities, and thank you so much for your time. And you can connect with me anytime. If you have any questions, please raise your virtual hand, and I love to answer any questions specifically from any one of you. If you have any feedback on this session, please do give me. It'll help me to improve the presentation and also add new points based on the feedback that I received. So how did you like the presentation? Was it useful? Any good points you got from this? Yes, I mean, perfect. You can unmute and you can talk. If you want, you can also switch on the video. I love interacting live, so no problem. Go on.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Amin. Was it useful?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I came at the last moments only.
Okay,
Yeah, but I got some points.
perfect. The recording will be available, so don't worry about that. You can watch again on YouTube if you want to.
Okay, thank
If
you,
you
sir.
missed the initial part, okay. So if you have any questions, do ask
Yeah,
me, and then I hope to
yeah.
answer that.
I'm. I have questions about PMT.
Yes, product management, right?
Yeah, sir. I have only the graduation, B Pharm graduation, but no PG.
No PG. So let me tell you, most of the PMT jobs are for at least for graduates. Okay, there are a few companies, the small ones, they hire for B firms also, but then you have to look out for those opportunities. You have to connect to those companies and tell them your skills that you have, so that it becomes easier for you to connect with them. Okay, you can try. And where are you based out?
I'm from Kerala. My native is Kerala, but I am looking in Hyderabad. Right now, I'm in Hyderabad.
Right now you are in Hyderabad. So there are a lot of companies in Hyderabad also, and I'm sure there are a lot of small companies which do not want to pay too much to M farms and PharmDs. So you can try getting into those companies to start with, and simultaneously you can do your graduation PG also, and then you can become a good product manager. If you
Yeah,
do MBO, definitely it will add too much of value to you. And there are a lot of product managers
in
who
future,
started,
right?
yeah, there are a lot of product managers who started their career with marketing, just by from marketing, and then they did MBA along with that, and they got into product management. And then after some time they took a break, and then they did a lot of other courses like PG diplomas and all, which added a lot of value to them, and they continued working in product management team. There are a lot of opportunity. If you are looking for specifically for Hyderabad, just reach me out, and I'll share
Okay,
you a couple of opportunities that are available in Hyderabad. You can apply and get in there. Okay.
okay, sir. And I one more doubt. If a company told me like you don't come to an interview, let me check. Like they will be doing like they will make us waiting sometimes.
So basically, my suggestion to anyone is you don't wait. If the company has told you to wait, you should not just keep waiting. Okay, you continue your
Yeah.
work, you continue your search properly, and then go ahead with that. Okay, don't stop searching jobs if you have just applied. Don't think that you'll get 100% from that opportunity unless they've offered you or they have given you an offer letter. Okay, just keep working on
Okay.
yourself, keep applying to different companies, but see the different skills that are needed by the companies, and keep working based on those skills only. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks.
So anyone else wants to ask anything, please do raise your hand, and then I'll allow to you unmute, and then you can ask me the questions. Okay. Anish, you are next. Go on.
Sir, can you speak about medical scribe rate?
Yeah, medical scribing. We did a session, I think 2 weeks back, from one wonderful pharmacist by name Nisha. She's from Kerala. Medical scribing is a live scribing. Okay, so there are two types of scribing that are there in the market today. One is called as transcription, and another one is called as medical scribing. Okay, so what happens in medical scribing is you are listening to the interaction of the doctor and patient live, and you are putting that information in a software or creating a content based on that. That is called as medical scribing. The whole video is available on my YouTube channel. Please watch that. It will give you a lot of clarity. Medical transcription is the doctor's recorded voice is sent to you, and you create a content and based on that information. So medical scribing is a challenging job because you are doing it live, and the interaction is also happening live. So your attention skills, your listening skills, your communication skill, your understanding of different tones and voices is important, because the doctor will be say speaking in US English or UK English or Australian English. The accent will be different. You have to understand that real time, understand it, and then put it in the software given to you or in the paper that is given to you, right? So that's a wonderful opportunity. Again, it has a good career path. And just with B farms, you can be a B farm, and with some additional courses, you can be a medical scribe. The whole video is put on the YouTube channel, so watch at your convenience. If you don't find that, just send an email to me. I'm sure you, all of you who are on Zoom, you have received an email from me, right? So you have my email ID. You can write back to me and I'll send you the details. Okay. Was I able to answer that, Anish? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you. Do watch that. And if you find it interesting, you can share the information to others, because, unless we share that information, whatever we know, to other students, to other pharmacists, we cannot create a collective awareness. And collective awareness is important because it helps us to plan our career wisely. We have got into pharmacy by chance, not by choice, but at least for jobs, let's get into those jobs with choice, with proper understanding, right? If you understand the jobs clearly and properly, you can decide a job with your choice, and it will definitely make a huge difference. Okay, so any more questions, guys? Please ask. I'm here for some more time, and then we can move on, right? So medical scribing I covered. There is one more question I saw about CAD, Kalpana. So it is on CAD. What is CAD? Computer aided drug design. Is that the one you're talking about? You can just put in the chat box. Gaurav, yes, you can ask the question. I have just given you the unmuting, right? Go on.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir,
Yes.
I want to ask that, is it like that companies see your college of means of the graduation or the post graduation?
Sorry, I didn't understand. What is that?
Sir, means if we consider that top NIRF, top 10 colleges, they mean student from that colleges will be preferred by company, or any other means any other graduate from any other college, will they prefer?
Okay,
That
so
I
that's
want to ask.
a good question. I'm sure a lot of the students have this in mind, and I have answered this in the previous sessions also. So as a recruiter, so I also recruit a lot of medical writers. I interact with them a lot of time. So my personal preference is to have the knowledge, right? Knowledge and skill and attitude. Only three things. Okay, not even getting to the kind of degrees, not having kind of percentage they have, because it does not add any value. I might have 100 certificates, but if I don't know the basics of whatever job I'm applying to, then what kind of value I'm adding to the company, right? So every company just wants to, and get the value addition from the candidates. And some recruiters, yes, they prefer certain colleges, but majority of the college recruiters will not prefer any specific college or ranking of the college. They'll just go for the kind of skills they're looking for and the knowledge the candidate should have. Okay, so don't worry about that. Just keep adding value by learning the skills, and then I'm sure you're good to go. I mean, you have another question to ask. Go on. I hope I answered that, Gaurav.
Yes, sir. Sir, regarding that regulatory affairs.
What is that, regulatory affairs?
Yeah.
Can you
I
repeat
have
the question? What is the question?
like regulatory affairs job.
Yeah, so regulatory affairs, okay, you have put in the chat box. Sorry, I missed that. There are a lot of opportunities in regulatory affairs, global consultancy, regulatory affairs, and then also you have opportunities in the individual companies like Parexel, right? So we did 2 sessions on that. Do watch. I suggest you to watch those 2 sessions, because the speaker, he himself is a regulatory affairs professional. He has spoken a lot about that, and also the skills. He talks about the skills and everything. Do watch that video, and in case you are stuck, then let me know. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Perfect. Vamshi Krishna, you want to ask a question? Please let me know. You can ask. You can unmute.
Yeah. Hi, Manoj.
Hi.
So, Manoj, what about CDM, SAS?
Yes, CDM also clinical data management, right? Clinical data management, there are opportunities, and we have covered that also in past webinar. What is it that you want to know?
Like SAS, clinical SAS, how's the career path for
Clinical
SAS?
SAS, if you're an expert, yes, there are opportunities. But if you've just done a course and you are not an expert in that, then please do not try.
Okay.
Okay, and CDM as such, there are a lot of opportunities, and there is one full-fledged video, I think 2 hours or more we have spent on that. One of my good friends, he works with Accenture. He's the CDM head of that company. He has a team of more than 100 people right now, and he speaks about a lot of opportunities in CDM, and also he talks about what are the skills you need and how you can apply for different opportunities that exist. So you can definitely, I suggest you to watch that video,
Okay,
and
Manoj.
you'll have an opportunity there. Okay, if you're stuck, then please let me know. I'll try to do something with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, Manoj.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Vamshi.
you.
I hope that
And
was
any openings currently in CDM?
right now. I'm not sure. I did not check it recently, but until 10-15 days back, yes, I had received few opportunities in CDM.
In which company can I know?
I'm not sure of the companies. I'll have to check. It depends on the area also, right? So if you are looking for specifically in one area, say for example, there are few students who wanted to apply for CDM, but when I told the opportunities in Bangalore, they said, no, I'm not interested. I do not want to shift from there. So you have to plan which companies, which locations, and what qualifications you have, and accordingly we can map out. Okay.
Yeah, Manoj, sure.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good one. Thank you. Devraj, yes, you have any questions? You can unmute. Your voice is.
What is career opportunity in R&D?
What is that?
What is career opportunities after M.Pharm in research and development?
What is your M.Pharm in what? What is your M.Pharm specialization?
Sir, my specialization is pharmaceutics.
Pharmaceutics. You can try in F&D and R&D combined. There are a lot of opportunities, and a lot of opportunities are right now available for F&D and R&D both. Okay, and I'll be doing a separate session only on R&D after October 15th. So if you still have some time, please do attend that. He is a very senior professional from I think more than 15 years, 20 years of experience in the domain, and he'll talk about the opportunities in the R&D. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Which area, which place you are trying to?
Sir, I am trying anywhere in India. In
Are you
Maharashtra.
also interested in preclinical by any chance?
Yes, sir.
Preclinical, you can send out your profile. There are a couple of vacancies right now in preclinical research. One of my friend is hiring. So you can send the profile to me.
Sir, currently I am pursuing, not completed.
Not completed. So please complete that first, because if you apply now, then it will not be a good option. Okay, just learn the skills right now, and keep your options open. What kind of opportunity you should be clear as to what profile you want to see. Many people, they say, okay, many students, they'll say, okay, any job is fine for me. There is nothing called as any job. Okay, so if you send me a resume and tell me any job, there are more than 80 different kind of opportunities. Now which kind of opportunity you want me to give you, right? So you have to be very, very specific. You have to tell me that, okay, try only for pharmacovigilance, try only for preclinical, try only for clinical research. Then maybe if there are certain specific opportunities, I can connect with those opportunities to you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Perfect.
sir.
So study well. That is most important, because we see a lot of students. They come out of the college with great marks, and then during the interviews they do not answer the basic questions. So it should not be happening. It gives a very, very wrong impression. So irrespective of the college we are studying, whether the college faculty teaches us or not, whether we have the facilities or not, whatever we have learned, those questions we should be able to answer thoroughly and clearly. And if you do not know, it is perfectly fine. Do not give some wrong answers to the recruiters. That is also very, very important. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Perfect. Thank you, Devraj, for asking, and I hope it was useful. Rishikesh, yes, go on.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Rishikesh.
Sir, I have completed my B Pharm in 2021, last
Okay.
year.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have completed a certification program in clinical research and management.
Okay.
It includes all the module like PV, CDM, medical writing, all.
Mm-hmm.
And since last year, sir, I did not get any opportunity.
So what are you searching for?
I am searching for sir PV.
You are searching for PV, and where are you based out? Where are you based
PV
out?
and CDM. I am in Latur, Maharashtra, sir.
In Latur, Maharashtra. Okay. Would you be interested to shift to Hyderabad and all?
Yes, sir. Anywhere I want to shift.
Okay, if you are interested to shift to Hyderabad, send your resume. There are a few opportunities in PV there. I can share your profiles with them. Okay. But when you're
Oh,
sending your resume, update only for PV. Don't mention any other things. Don't mention 4 different profiles you are interested in. Okay. When you are sending for PV, the resume has to talk only about PV. And the interest areas, you cannot put medical writing, CDM, and everything there. Okay. It will confuse the recruiter also. And I'll be also confused. Okay.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So if you are interested in Hyderabad, then send out to me, and there are a few opportunities I can push your profiles there. Okay, thank you.
Sir, where I can send my CV?
When you registered with Zoom, right, you would have got an email from my ID, or you can say you will get my email ID there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Okay, perfect. Any more questions? Let's see. Rushikesh, clinical research versus quality assurance in pharma company, which has better growth? The better growth will be for the profile that where you can perform very well. Okay, it is not about the profile, it is about you, how you can perform well and which company you join. Because for the same profile, like for say quality assurance, let's take an example of quality assurance. One company might pay you 25,000 starting salary, another company may pay you about 28 or 30,000 also starting salary. So it depends on the company, depends on the profile you are in, depends on what actually you are giving to the company. All of that factor combined will help you decide whether you get a good growth in the company or not. Okay. So I hope I answered that. Anything else? Let's see. I'm just checking the chats. Regulatory affairs. Please watch. There are 2 videos on regulatory affairs, so you can try that. Clinical research. Your B Pharms can get in clinical research. You can join as a clinical research associate, and then you can keep learning, keep upgrading your knowledge. You can do masters, and then you can continue. Don't worry about that. Okay. All right, so let's see. There are some options, some questions on YouTube. I'm just checking. What kind of MBA? So MBA depends on your profile. If you are into healthcare, you can do healthcare. You can do marketing, specific thing, and accordingly you can try for a job. Okay. Clinical data management, Vijeta, please watch that full video on clinical data management. It's a full-fledged 2 hours video. We talk more about clinical data management in that video. There are 45 plus opportunities which are available in the industry right now. And all these videos details are available on my YouTube channel. So just go to that. There is one playlist called Careers in Pharmacy, and watch out all those videos which are available. Okay, so thank you. I hope that was useful. Anything else, please let me know. Okay, any more questions? Okay. If you get a job in production or start after some time and experience, can you go to QA and QC? It is totally up to you, Viraj. So, I have seen people who got into marketing in the company they joined as a sales representative in the company with just a D Pharm, and then they did B Pharm, they did MBA, and they did some other courses. They are right now in product management team, they are in medical affairs team. So it totally depends on you. You can shift to the jobs within the company if the company allows that. Depends on the company also. Some companies don't allow, some companies allow. So you have to study that, advance. That's the reason I told about the homework that you have to do when you are shifting to a company or joining in a company. That basic homework you need to do. You also need to interact with people who are already working in the company. They'll help you to understand the company culture better, and this will help you to give an idea as to what you can do after joining in the company. Okay, so networking is all about understanding the companies, understanding the behavior of the employees, understanding different opportunities that exist in the companies, right? So it is totally possible. It is totally up to you. You can shift within the companies. There are a lot of companies which hire, they hire internal teams for different positions. Okay. So perfect. If there are no more questions, then we'll meet next week again at sharp at 2 o'clock. Next week, we are talking about how to write research articles. And if this topic interests you, and if you are planning to get into medical writing or scientific writing, then I'm sure this will be of great interest to you. So next week, we'll have a full-fledged session on how to write a research article or a review article. Do join me at 2 o'clock, and stay connected, keep learning, keep applying these learnings, and keep sharing these learnings with others, who were not part of this webinar. And I think together we can make a huge impact in the entire industry. And only awareness is an important factor that can help us to go to the next level. So thank you so much, everyone. All of you, I'll send you a feedback form also to please send out, put in the feedbacks. And if you're not part of my Telegram group, then join the Telegram group, because for me to send messages, to all the groups and to all the people separate emails, it is not possible. I normally send a message directly on the Telegram group, and you can keep attending the sessions that you are interested in. There is no compulsion. You can keep attending different sessions that keep happening all the time. And it will be easy for me also to communicate to you, because practically it is impossible for me to share all the information in different groups that we have, right? I alone have more than 30 WhatsApp groups. It is not possible for me to share all the information in all the groups all the time. So please be part of the Telegram group. I use that group only for putting the information about all the webinars that I do. And then YouTube, of course, helps you to connect with me at any point of time. So this is the Telegram group link. If you do not have it yet, I'm sending in the chat box. If you're not part of the group, please be part of that group. So all my sessions, all my programs, whatever I do, all the information goes in Telegram group. Some of the information goes on the LinkedIn also, but not all the program information goes on the LinkedIn. So if you are being part of the Telegram group, you are very, very close to me, and everything I do for pharmacy or for medical writing will be placed in the Telegram group. So stay connected with me here, and we'll do a lot of other sessions. And if you have any suggestions for any more sessions, then please do help me out with those suggestions, and we'll plan more sessions, because all these sessions I have done based on my understanding, based on my connections with the speakers. And if you are looking for any specific program or any specific topic related webinar, then just let me out, because it will help me to plan more sessions like this. Okay, so any more questions, just let me know, and I'll also send you the feedback form. So please do put in the feedback form, and we'll stay connected. Okay, so this is the feedback link. If you are watching from YouTube, you can use this feedback form. And if you are watching with me on Zoom, then please use this feedback form. Spend 2-3 minutes of your time and put your feedback. If you have any specific requirement of any specific session, then let me know. It will help me to plan these sessions. I'll get speakers from the industry, not just from India. I have got speakers from outside India also. I'm connected to a lot of people in the industry, pharmaceutical and healthcare industry. So I'll try to get a lot of people, more and more people based on your interest areas, and we'll try to create a lot of awareness together, right? So alone I cannot do much, but together definitely we can do a lot of awareness campaigns, and we can definitely create a good good opportunity for pharmacy professionals as such. Okay, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, then do subscribe, because there will be a lot of sessions which will be happening only for the subscribers. And stay connected with me. So these are the ways you can be part of my sessions. And if you're on LinkedIn, then stay connected on LinkedIn as well. LinkedIn is something which at least I connect for 15-20 minutes every day. Of course, I'll not be able to reply to all the messages that I receive. I get maybe hundreds of messages all the time. I'll not be able to reply to all your messages, but wherever possible, I'll reply. And then you can send an email to me as well. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, for your time. And I hope it was worth spending. I was able to add some value to your existing knowledge, some awareness I was able to create for you. So thank you so much. We'll meet again next week, next Saturday again. Every Saturday, all these sessions happen every Saturday at 2 p.m. by default, whether I'm traveling or I'm doing something, but the session will happen. Okay, so I'll get speakers every Saturday. This Saturday, we had planned some other topic, but due to certain unavailability of the speaker, we could not do it. Yeah. So yes, YouTube channel link. Yeah, I'll send it to you in the chat box. I think I have sent you already in the chat box. Yes, it is already there in the chat box. Yeah, so you may subscribe there, and there are playlists for careers and medical writing and personal growth. So whatever area interests you, watch that specific videos and take action, because there are so many learnings happening in the videos, right? But unless we act on them, we work on those learnings, it will not really help us. So acting is very important. Working on those learnings is very, very important. And start teaching whatever you have learned today. Maybe if you talk to your juniors or your other classmates, you can learn better. You can also pass on the information and the knowledge that you got today. And this way we can create a collective awareness. And let's not join jobs with chance. Okay, let's join jobs with choice, and choice will happen only if you're aware. Okay. So for PV, you can send your profile, no problem. I'll look at it, and then if any suggestions are there, I'll help you out. You can try looking for an opportunity there. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. I'll close this session for today, and we'll meet again very soon. Probably next week. Next week again we'll meet. And in between, if there are sessions, I'll let you know. From Monday, I'm doing this 5 o'clock. 5 a.m. club. So if you are interested, let me know. I'll be sharing the details in the Telegram group today. If you want to join this session, you can be part of that session. So this is a Monday to Friday session that happens from my morning 5 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the morning. Every day, 1 hour, we'll learn something new. And in 5 days, you'll have a lot of learnings to practice. Keep them practicing for the next part of your life. Okay, so it's a 5-day session. I have done a lot of batches. So next batch I'll be doing from Monday. I'll be putting the information in the Telegram group and also LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I normally don't put it. I'll put that this time. I'll put it. So you can join that 5 o'clock batch also if you want to get up early in the morning. So 5 o'clock every day from Monday to Friday, and we'll cover 5 different points, 5 different topics. Some topics will be communication skills, LinkedIn, and all these different topics. And together, once you learn, you'll be able to apply them better. Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. And we'll meet soon again next week for a new session. Okay.